Hey YouTube, it's your boys here. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into this tutorial. What I'm going to show you guys today is it's going to be a way for you to easily organize your taskbar. So what you see here is I have a couple of apps and I group them using these dividers here. So you can kind of see that there's like this new element. And I'm going to show you how to add this to your own taskbar. So for example, I have these three items grouped. These are my web browsers. I've got some development tools. I've got my content creation. I've got my office suite, and I've got like video game and video game development. You can group these however you want, and I'll kind of get into that into the tutorial. But yeah, let's get started. So I've got all the links that you'll need down in the description. So feel free to check that out, and you'll want to check that out to get the right files. So what you'll see is this page. It's got all the assets that you'll need. It's got this file here that'll be useful for us, and this file here. And I'll kind of get into that when we go ahead and download the file. So to download the files, you'll just hit this big green code button, and then you'll select download zip here. So this will download the file into whatever destination you want it to. And then once that's downloaded, you'll go ahead and open this up. And then here you'll see taskbar divider main. You'll want to extract this folder. There's a couple ways you can do it. You can double click, you can right click, and then go to extract all. You can also extract it here. I'm just going to click this, and it's going to extract the files. All right. And so now with the files extracted, I'm going to open this up. And what you'll see is we've got a couple of files here. Again, the files that really matter to us is this ICO and this .bat. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the BAT file here. We're going to right click on that. And I'm on Windows 11 here, so I have to click show more options. If you're on Windows 10, it'll just show up in the list. And then I'm going to click create shortcut. All right, so the shortcut's created. What I'm going to do here is right click on the shortcut. Then I'm going to go to properties. All right, so now I'm in properties here. You'll see this target text field. This will be super important. Before we get into that, let's go ahead and change the icon of this. So we're going to select the icon. We'll click browse. And then this is the icon that we have. So I'll go ahead and open that up. And that's that divider.ico icon. So I'll click that. I'm going to click apply. You'll notice this change in the background here. I'll click OK. And so now we've changed the icon for our BAT file. So let me explain something real quick. This BAT file, or the shortcut to the BAT file, it's just going to open this up. And what you'll notice here is that this BAT file, it's nothing crazy. All it does is it just immediately closes upon you clicking on it. And I'll show you why that's useful later on. I'm going to go back into properties here. And this target text box that I talked about before, that's going to be super important. So I'm going to go to the very beginning. We're going to keep this quote here. And I'm going to type the word explorer. All right, and then a space after that, and that's it. So I'll hit apply, I'll hit OK. And so what happens now is that Windows is going to see this file, and because we put the word Explorer in front of it, it's going to treat it as an application. So what this means now is that we can actually click and drag this to our taskbar. And so you'll notice it allows me to actually drag that now. So I can like drag this around, I can start grouping. Let's say, for example, I don't want PowerPoint to be grouped in with the others. All right, so like I can do that. When I hover over this, it does have the file name in it. You can change that file name however you please. You can right click on this, hit this button here for Windows 11, or just look for rename here in the list. So I'll go ahead and rename this, and I'll call this something else. All right, so when I hover over this, still got the same name. If I unpin, and then right click, pin to taskbar, which I'll open this up. Post this here. Now it says the name, divider 10. All right, and so I'm just going to show you really quick what happens if you like accidentally click this, just as a quick demonstration. So I've got a couple of these dividers already. Sometimes I'll like accidentally click on it. Like for example, instead of clicking Steam, I'll accidentally click on this. This is the divider that we added, so I'll click on that just to show you. You can quickly see it just like flashes and then closes. That's because of that file that we had previously. So inside of the actual file here, just for a deeper explanation for all of you techies out there, it literally just opens and runs this batch file and exits immediately. So if you want this to show something else or do something else, you can kind of play with that code and whatnot, but this is all open source, of course, so feel free to check that out. If you got any ideas, you can also add a PR to the repo. And lastly here, I want to show you what happens if you want to make multiple of these. So I'll open this back up. And so what you actually can't really do is you can't just like copy and paste and then, kind of create more out of that. So if I actually try to, for example, like just click and drag this, right? It's not going to let me. And the reason why is if you actually look at the properties here, it's because we lost that Explorer that was in front of that. When we copy and paste the shortcut, it removes the target keywords that we added here. So we kind of need to add that back. So if we add that back, then now it lets me click and drag, right? So just be mindful of that. You can create as many of these as you want, but when you copy and paste, you will lose that Explorer keyword in front, and that's super crucial. Otherwise, Windows won't see it as an application that you can pin to your taskbar. All right. So yeah, that's the tutorial. You can also change this icon if you know how to any other file type that you please. But yeah, feel free to write any comments if you've got questions for me. And also make sure to check out that description for more information, as well as the links to download. Thanks for coming to the channel. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time.